is Miss D for Six Women Sports. Yes, this is Miss D for Six Women Sports. And hey, the Sky, our winners. Angel and Kamilla did their thing. Angel another double. And it's a celebration, y'all. Yes, it's a celebration. And that's what I felt like. Shout out to the young lady that picked this on Twitter. Angel, Kamilla, and them dancing, having a good time. They got Errol Atkins and even Bam Bam in the back. Somebody picked it on Twitter. I thought that was real cute. So let's go inside the numbers. As you know, it was a scene with Courtney Williams. She had Dejanay Carrington on her show, the Stud Buds. They showed a clip of that, and she was saying how you have a beat the Sky. And they could not wait to see, tell Courtney Williams that, you lost to the Sky. So let me share my screen. So Courtney Williams, let me see, I hope she still got it on there. She said, y'all really was waiting. I love it. We be back Monday. Y'all ain't beat Chicago. Somebody teased her. So she took it all in stride. She said, we'll be back, because she was kind of talking trash. And Angel put everybody on notice that she and Kamilla are the best young core in the league. So let's go inside the numbers here. Let's go inside the numbers. So they was dominated the whole game. They never didn't have the lead. Minnesota came within plenty of times, but the timely shooting of Errol Atkins was very key for them. And I was very happy to see Errol Atkins do her thing. So let's get into it. Very balanced scoring. So Angel had her 19 points. She was cooking early, cooking them. Let her cook. She had 19 points, 11 rebounds. Kamilla had 17 points and 15 rebounds. So they both got their double-double. But what really helped is the timely shots of Errol Atkins with 27 points. So she led all scorers for the Sky. Of course, Rachel did her thing with 12 points. So you had at least 4 players in double figures. You got 8 points from E. Will, and that helped. So she put everybody on notice that she and Kamilla are the best duo in the league. And they can be. One thing Kamilla has to do, I want Kamilla, because I don't think nobody can stop her. She's 6'7". She needs to have the confidence, and when she's not getting the ball, she could dominate on the other end. She had a big block on Courtney Williams when they tried to come back. And when she wants to, she could be the best, not only on the offensive end, but the defensive end as well. But she has to be engaged. She has to want to do that. And when she is, her and the Angel, if they both had double doubles, watch out. Then I want to see Errol Atkins, if she can continue to have Be consistent. She has to be aggressive, and I like the way she played today. She gave Courtney Williams fit not only in the offensive end but the defensive end as well. When she was guarding Courtney Williams, Courtney could do anything, and I was just very happy to see that even though it's not going as well as the Sky would like it, that they are still playing hard. Now, I must admit, I didn't think the Sky was going to win because I didn't know what the other players was going to bring to the table. We all know Andrew and Kamilla is going to do their thing, but it was a great surprise to see Ariel get 27 points and Rachel hit some timely shots. Even though sometimes her defense and her ball handling kind of scare me a little bit. So I just want to come up here and talk about. You know what? She watches KSAP and Brokaw from the Simply Ball Dropping podcast. She was saying how it was diabolical, and I know she watches. Let me share something here. He says something very familiar. And that kind of made me laugh because we always say this and Brokaw and Simply Ball Dropping chat. Hold on. Fair use. Trying to find this. I know she watched, like I said. Bigger. I'm gonna fast forward this. Oh, I gotta find this. Hey, big girl. Hey, Reddit. How you guys doing? Thanks for dropping by on one of the late night creep here. It's the Sky Party. Hold on one second. Oh, no, it's just the Sky and any talk about the WNBA or anything you want to talk about. I just want to come up here and give Angel her props and talk. I just talked about Courtney Williams. And somebody was teasing her on Twitter about teasing her on Twitter about. You know, she's telling Dejanay that you haven't beat the Chicago Sky, beat y'all up, and then she finally got beat by the Chicago Sky, and they was teasing her about that. I was trying to see something. Okay. So she watches us and other people. Let me see if I can find it. So yeah, I think that you're right. They played on. She gonna do something about it Monday. Well, she better play. Well, she had Bam Bam on her because Bam Bam. I don't know why. He consistently put Bam on people that she cannot guard. I don't understand why he does that. I don't know why. Tyler Marsh do that. Tyler Marshmallow. I was trying to find this clip. Okay, hold on. So let me go back in here. Just hold on right quick. Every time I go live, every time I have a clip, I can never find my clip. It's like, So hold on. Let's see what you guys are saying. I think this is it. So you know what we always say. Fast forward a little bit. Hold on. You know what? Well, anyway. So she always watches us, and she said dubs in the chat. And so I thought that was real cool that she watches. And I wanted to see that video. I just can't find the video of her saying that. Hold on. Maybe she have it in her maybe she have it in her profile. Nope. You know what? I like Elisa Pilley, but you traded back to get Angel, and you didn't use Lisa Pilley the correct way. I think she could have helped them, but she can't shoot. I don't understand why they released her. But a lot of teams are releasing their players. Mercedes from the Sparks that got released. So I think a lot of teams are either releasing or signing players, and we'll see what the Sky. I want to see what the Sky do. And I always say Cheryl regrets not picking up Angel, and so I want to see what the Sky do, because let's see if they're really serious about winning. They won today. There's still some contracts I don't want them to get rid of. I want them to get rid of some players. Mo Jeff is one of them. I know she has a guaranteed contract, but you have to either buy her out. I want to see Kia Nurse when her shot's not falling. She don't play great defense, so yeah. It's sad that Alyssa Peely is not playing. Well, yeah, it might be. It might be that. It might. You might be right. You might be right. And that's kind of like. I like what Angel said that I hope she don't say this core because the core besides Angel, Kamilla, maybe HVO they don't play, and Maddie. The rest of them are a little older. Like we forget Errol Atkins is 29. That's still kind of a little older. She's not necessarily a player. She might be a stopgap for like maybe 2 or 3 years, 4. But she's not going to be a player of the future for them. So let me see something here. Yeah, she's not going to be a player for the future. So some people like HBO. I'm not really an HBO fan necessarily. I don't hate her, but I don't like. I don't know because you say she's not a guard. Well, I hate to say that, big girl. That's something they had to do. They have to be against the cap. They have to go against the cap because you cannot have players. You have to build for the future. If you really care about Angel, you care about you want to see this team be a contending team. You have to do that. I'm trying to see which one it was. I was very happy to see Kamilla play the way she played coming back, and I just want her to be very more aggressive than what she was sometimes. Cause I think if she be more aggressive, nobody can really stop the team. And I just need her to help Bam Bam and the other players who are horrible on defense do their thing. It won't free up any money. Yeah, but you know what? Maybe not. But that made me feel better because I don't like. I don't like. I don't like the team the way the team constructed. Like Bam Bam played pretty good. I still don't want her late in the game, and that's what kind of frustrated me against with Tyler Marsh. Yeah. Okay. Why don't excuse me? Why don't they do Sloop like they did Benaja Laney Hamilton, where she had an injury and they suspended her contract. But I wonder how maybe Sloop has a guarantee as well. Because I just don't understand the way the sky could have been even much it could have been better. Not only with the free agents they brung in, but the draft. I don't understand. I don't get it. But if they waive Sloop, Maddie, and Kia, I wonder would they get more cap space? Because they need that. So yeah, and that was Jeff. And you got a coach that's inexperienced, and then you put him with a player who was on the bench last year. You know, it's not like the Bucks. The Bucks had Kayla Thornton. she was at least part of the rotation with the New York Liberty. You got an older player who's getting ready to be 39 years old. She's on the bench on a championship team. She did not play. And, you know. Yeah, Mo Jeff 35. But Slew is 39. That's what I'm saying. Besides Maddie, Angel, Kamilla, HBL, a lot of these players are getting ready to either be 30 or already in their 30s. So I don't like the way the team constructed. They say they want to win now, but I didn't like the roster, so I don't understand what they saw in the roster. I wasn't excited about the roster past Angel, Kamilla. That's just me. Yes. So let me see the schedule. So they play them in a back-to-back, right? Okay, I understand that. So that's well, okay. Oh, look up Sue's age. Okay, hold on. Hold on. So I think she just turned 39. And you know, hold on. Let me share my screen. So let's look at this roster. Ariel Atkins, yes, 29 don't sound as bad, but you know, going forward, Rachel is already 32 years old. And that's not old, but not you don't want them to be your future. Haley is 24. Michaela is 26, so she's still young. I forgot about her. Angel is 23. Maddie is 22. So you really got a lot of older players in certain spots that I don't like. Let me see. So let me go down. Hold on. What in the world? Okay, hold on. That's kind of weird. They went to kind of a weird thing. So she's 36. She was born in 89. Okay, I got her way older. She's 36. Get ready. Oh, 37. Okay. But yeah, but 37 in basketball years. 37 with injuries. And so that 37 is is actually 39. You injured like that. Yup, she's 37. But she had injuries ready to make away. So it make her older than what she what she is. When you get those injuries with your knees, you're not the same player. And plus she was sitting on the bench last year. So I think the Liberty, didn't care if the Sky took her off their hands. So let's go back into that. Let me share my screen. She's not necessarily old for a basketball player, but what the Sky offered her as far as for her age, they promised her that she was going to be the focal point, and I didn't understand that because she was still coming off a knee injury, and she kind of recovered from that. And you play her almost close to 40 minutes a game, and Tyler Marsh ran her into the ground. So you playing her those type of minutes, and her body kind of gave out. So I want to see this because I want to see what players. Hold on, what players that the but let me see. So I like Michaela. I will keep Michaela. I like her. Maddie. I don't know what's going on with Maddie. Maybe they know something we don't know because you're not playing her. I know they said she had a knee injury, but she played pretty good. And how did I know it's college, but how did Notre Dame play her? Mariah Jefferson is 31, but she has a knee injury. So sometimes when you have those knee injuries, your body, your age say 30, your age say 31. Is it 31? Oh, hold on. Oh, I see what they did. Yeah. So yeah, Rebecca Allen, Kia Nurse. She's only 29, but I don't like this. I still don't like I don't like this. E. Will is 32, but she's coming back from a major injury. So if they let Kia Nurse go, I see. This and this needs. Excuse me. Hold on one sec. So I'm looking at Haley Van Lift, maybe. They need to develop her. Michaela, Angel, Kamilla, Rachel. If they keep her, she has to come off the bench. She can't be a starter or the first person to come off the bench. I don't like that. So you only keeping maybe Rebecca Allen. To pair with Angel and Kamilla, Haley, Rachel, and Michaela. Everybody else can walk. Yeah, but you're not. We don't see what I guess what Jeff see. We don't see what Jeff see. Jeff, I'm not Jeff. Maybe Tyler sees something we don't see. To give up Maddie because she played pretty good in Notre Dame, and I don't know. Maybe she's having injury problems. I don't know. Well, yes, but the wrong bets. He had the wrong bets. You bring in Sloop. I like Ariel. Sometimes she frustrates me. She's not aggressive. She had games where I thought she was not aggressive. And you gave up the pick, and you picked a player that was not gonna come over from Europe. Yeah, but maybe he sees something we don't see. Maybe something's wrong with Maddie. Maybe her knee is bothering her, and so yeah, maybe her knee is bothering her, and so, hey BD, how you doing? You want to come up? You can. But if anybody want to come up, you can. Chop it up. We just talking about Angel. Yeah. Yep. Right, we're gonna see who the Sky let go. We're gonna see. And Mariah Jefferson, you had to buy her out. Come on. You have to buy her out. I can't see you keeping that contract. And I can't see you keeping. Well, I don't understand why we are afraid to let Maddie go. Right. So Maddie, Kia Nurse, because you're not playing her. Maddie, Kia Nurse, and Mariah Jefferson definitely right now is on the chopping block. And there's players out there you can go get and see what you can get for the rest of the season. Because they now, with a few more wins, they could be in the playoff hunt. They 7-13. No, don't trade them. Let them go. Nobody wants these PD. Nobody wants Kia Nurse. Nobody's going to give up a player for Kia Nurse. Nobody's going to give up a player for Mariah Jefferson or even Maddie. a lot of these players are like on 1-year contracts. They're not going to give up that unless they're not pieces that will help you win necessarily, even on a good team. It cannot help the Liberty. It cannot help the Lynx. Well, that's the truth. It's the truth. Nobody wants these players. Yeah, but even if that's Miles' girl, Olivia Miles, I don't know if Maddie gonna be there next year. Like I said, I let her go. I will let her go. They not playing her, so maybe they see something we don't see. Okay, good. That's excellent. So let it. But you can still get rid of some players. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, you can still get rid of some players. So yeah, I guess you just let her contract expire. But if you say that you want to be not championship team, if you say you want to be a playoff team. No, she wasn't a bum in college, but something's going on with her. Maybe she's still having some knee issues. So they need look. You look over what the Mystics doing. I'm not saying that she has to be like like the Mystics rookie, but she has to contribute to the team. And that's what they drafted her for, to be kind of a piece off the bench for right now. Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Let me share my screen. So right now, let's take a look at it. Right now, let's see. Chicago is 7-13. So can they make a push for a playoff spot? So they're 7-13. Let me see. So the next game is, what's today? Hold on. Let me go back. So I want to see, is it worth them trying to make a playoff push? Because I don't want to keep these players that they have. So you say that's they waived Kia, Mojo, and Maddie. Well, it's a few players. Call Odyssey Sims if you're trying to make a playoff push. For Maddie, they waived Latu King, her teammate at Notre Dame. I like her a lot. So it's a lot of players that's out there that they put on waivers that they could pick up if they really serious about trying to make a push. I mean, you can't go. You're not getting anything. Okay, Mojo is not even playing, so you're not really losing anything with Mariah Jefferson, Kia Nurse. I'm trying to think who's out there. I'm not sure. Maddie. I don't even know. But definitely, you would definitely pick up Odyssey Sims. And that's the problem. I don't need chemistry in the locker room as far as you not contributing on the floor. I don't need that. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help the team. No, but she played better defense than Maddie do, and she's not her knee. She don't have no knee problems right now. So yeah, you could pick up King and Odyssey Sims. That would be nice. And somebody said Enrique. No, we don't need a shot jacker, chucker, whatever you call it. So, let me share my screen. Hold on 1 second. So, their schedule. They got a game Wednesday against the Dream. Thursday against the Storm. They come back and play the Lynx next Tuesday. Hold on, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. They play the Dream. They play the Lynx Tuesday. They play the Storm Thursday, and they come back and play their next 4 games. They play the Fever. Out of all those games, they all winnable, but they have to have the same type of performance from everybody. You have 4 players in double figures. Angel Kamilla has to dominate because especially the Storm and the Lynx. You know, they're veteran-led teams. So, how many? Cheyenne Sellers, I don't know. I want to see if I think her knee is bothering her. Deja Kelly, yes. Peely, she can help. She kind of have a body type of a Rachel Banham. But I don't know what she can bring because we haven't seen Peely. I know she can shoot 3. I don't know. Excuse me. Yes. Well, you said why we getting rid of 3. Old Jeff did not play, but if her contract gonna expire, just let it do that without taking a salary cap hit. Kia Nurse, she's not shooting. Her shot's not going, and she can't play defense. She's a liability on the team. And Errol Atkins, even though she played good today, I don't want her to bring the ball up, and I want Angel not to have to bring the ball up so much. They need a point guard. So Odyssey Sims will be a great veteran point guard. I wanted Odyssey Sims before she even went to the Sparks. I liked her last year. And so Ariel do not like to handle the ball a lot. And she seemed nervous with the ball. HBO, you still have to bring her along. So you need that veteran. If you want to make the playoffs, you want that veteran push, bring in a solid veteran point guard and let Errol Atkins move to the 2. You're right, but she's not coming back. Jeff ruined that. Yeah, Kennedy is 101, but they got rid of a lot of players. They got rid of a lot of players that they could have kept from training camp. Maybe we didn't see. Maybe I don't know. Oh, they let some more players go because I know they let Tiffany Mitchell go last week, and yeah, like I said, the Sky for some reason refused to let people go. All other teams, a lot of these teams have no problem, especially the Bouts. They had playoff contention. They still letting decent players go. they kept letting LA go. They let Bree Hall go. Bring in Bree Hall. I forgot about her. So you got Odyssey Sims out there. You got La Tukeen out there. You have Bree Hall who shoot the three and play defense. And she's a dog. And she'll play well with Angel Kamilla. She played with Kamilla in college, Bree Hall. I like her. Yeah, let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me share my screen. Let me see. I don't see nobody yet for the Aces, unless they just did it. I don't see nobody for right now. Let me go on X. Yeah, I don't see no 3-and-D players out there. Unfortunately, right now, like you said, Kennedy Carter is close to it, but they're not gonna bring her back. They're not gonna bring Kennedy Carter back. So unfortunately, that's what I want, and that's what the fans want. That's it. I don't see anything about them releasing anybody. I know they released Tiffany Mitchell. Yeah, I know they released. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was the only player I saw. And so the Aces won today. Yeah, the problem with that is they get you excited. And yeah, I understand what you're saying, big girl, but they get you excited because you see how Angel Kamilla dominated today. And then you got Errol Atkins. She came in and played pretty good. And Rachel Bam Bam played pretty good. And it looks like they're trying to keep the roster. And I don't want them necessarily to keep the roster. I don't want them necessarily to make the playoffs with this roster and everybody think it's okay. Because sometimes they can look real good, but I don't like this roster. You know, it's a lot to be desired. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yep, only 2 today. That was Peely. So yeah, I understand what you're saying, big girl, but nah. No, that's what I'm saying. We have players that's injured. We have players come back from injury. We have players that I was saying in the chat and in the players club, we have players that should not be starters. Players that should be bench players. And so I don't like the way this is constructed. I understand what you're saying, but it seems like they're trying to make a push for the playoffs. And so it's 7-13. Um, Aces is up and down. Who else? Let me go back into this. Let me see. Let me share my screen because I want to see. I know the Aces is vying for that last spot at this point. And I know it's kind of early still. We haven't reached the All Star. So let's take a look at it. So, Minnesota's still on top. The Mercury is closing in a little bit. New York with their injuries, they're in third place. You have the Storm. You have the Dream, the Bucks, and the Mystics. So we're competing against like the Golden State, the Mystics, the Fever, and the Aces to get in. Now, we can beat the Bucks. A lot of these teams that we try to beat to get that last few playoff spots, we can do it. That's why I don't want them to do it, because I don't like the way this team is constructed. They can. If they have games like that where Kamilla and Angel both have double-doubles, they could be unstoppable. But that's kind of like fool's gold, because the team around them is average. So I don't want people to think, as much as I love the Sky. Yeah, they're in 10th place, but I don't want, like you said, I don't want this team to be I want them to win, but I don't want them to get excited, and this team is kind of I don't know. Yes, they are bench warmers, and you pulled up everybody's seventh player off the bench. These are like 7 players off the bench. Like Rachel Banham, she playing Courtney Williams, and I'm surprised that he kept Rachel Bam Bam on her. Hold on 1 second. 10th place means that you only have to move up 2 spaces. So I want you to play it safe and try to make it. Yeah, but okay, Reddit. If the Sky made the playoffs after this season, do you want them to keep the team they have? That's take away Angel and Kamilla. Do you want them to keep these players besides maybe HBL and Michaela, who I think we forget that she was the Rookie of the Year. Right, that's what I'm saying. So I don't want them to make the playoffs, and then we stuck with this team because Jeff said, "Oh, we made the playoffs." In some instances, you had a better team last year than you had this year. You had a better coach last year than you do. That's just my opinion. Well, yeah, but you know what? The Aces, the Bucks, who else? The Mystics still young. It's gonna be like an up and down for a lot of these teams, especially the Mystics, the Bucks, and the Aces, because they having problems with their rosters too. They still trying to figure out. Well, especially the Aces, they still trying to figure out their rosters past Asia Wilson and Point God and Jackie Young. So they still, besides those players, and you have an up and down Jewel Lloyd, who they thought was going to be a player they could count on, but she's been up and down this season. So they have a problem. So Ace is going to be up and down all year. The Mystics still young in certain spots. They're going to be up and down. The Bucks is going to be up and down. So, yeah, they could make a 7th spot. I mean, but I don't want them to keep this. Well, I hope Jeff is gone. I don't want to see Jeff at all. Right. I don't want them necessarily to make the playoffs because I don't want them. I don't want the fans. I don't want the fans to get a false sense of hope. I don't want that. I want Jeff gone. I want Tyler Marsh gone. And the coach that should be coaching is actually on the bench. You're not gonna bring back Teresa Witherspoon. I like Rena. I don't like Tanisha Wright. She already had her chance. And I don't like her as a head coach right now. But we'll try Rena out. You might as well. But yeah. So yeah. I think I'm very happy about this win though. And I want Angel and Kamilla to still dominate. Yeah, you said Jeff won't keep the team, but I don't know. I don't want Jeff to be even. I don't want Jeff to be there to keep the team. I want him gone. he can leave. I want everybody out the door. I want them to clean house. But no, it sends kind of a message. Oh, we can make the team. I mean, we can make the playoffs, and we can make the playoffs, and everything is okay. And that's sometimes that sends a message that everything is okay and it's not okay. You have to have who are the starters for the Sky besides Kamilla, Angel, and Ariel? The rest of them is like they not consistent. You have players like you said playing out of position, and you have players that other teams, when they come in and like, you know what, I could take her to the basket all day. And you have players that you just got. It's like you got other teams leftovers. It's like leftover food. They're not players that you will build for the future. So I don't want them to get the wrong impression like you're going to build for the future with this team. And I just thought about it. Michaela, I thought she was older than what she was. I forgot about that. So I would keep Michaela. So HBO, Michaela would be the two players I keep. And Ariel to go with Angel and Kamilla. Everybody else they can just walk. They could just walk. But they have a good chance to make the playoffs. Like I said, it's gonna be a 4-team race. It'll be up and down. Yes, but also it's fool's gold because we know that Angel and Kamilla, we know what they're gonna do. And I don't want them to say, well, put all that pressure on Angel and Kamilla. They need consistent guard play. They need a wing. And the players they have, like Rachel, you could keep her, but I wouldn't be upset that you left her alone. Because her role is gonna have to be different. She cannot be either a starter or the 6th or 7th person off the bench. She's going to be like the 8th and 9th person off the bench. She's not starter material because quicker guards can take her. Kia Nurse can't play defense. You cannot have a bunch of puppies with a bunch of dogs. Angel and Kamilla are dogs, and you got a whole bunch of puppies. Pound puppies. You ain't got the these are mixed mutts puppies. You ain't even got the pure breed. So you can't mix dogs with little puppies. That's not gonna get it. Yeah, but I don't want that pressure on them. We know what they gonna do. I want I want the. I don't know. I don't know. Like people slept on Nisa Merle. I think her playing with Angel again, even though she's a smaller wing, would have been awesome. There's a whole bunch of players I thought that the Sky could have got. They passed up on. And you picked a player that wasn't going to come over, and they needed her to play now. Yeah, they already got character. They don't need no more character. I'm not trying to be funny. They don't need no more character. They need the yeah, they need the players to they need dogs around them. They can't have the Rachel Bam Bams and the Kia Nurses and Mo Jeff who's still on the bench. You see her on the bench more. You see her playing, and you can't have inconsistent E-Wheel and the Bad News Bears. I don't. They already got character. They don't need no more of that. They need wins. You need to treat Angel like the franchise player. That's another thing. They don't treat her like the franchise player. They gave a lot of promises to players that they shouldn't have gave promises to. Full well, you wasn't supposed to give nothing to that type of promises to Vandersloot, who was on the bench, or Kia Nurse, and like at the beginning, Rachel Banham was coming down shooting 3-pointers like she was Kelsey Plum or Caitlin Clark. That's not her game. Now what they doing now with her, they doing like a lot of pick and roll, and she rolls to the corner and shoot the spot up 3. That's her game. She don't have the speed. We think she gonna come down and shoot 3s in transition. But he's still making a mistake of having her out there playing defense, and that's not her thing. Yes, she was. You're right. She was a newer Angel. And Kia Nurse, her whole career, she been kind of like a bench player or just a role player. So what she gave Angel no respect. But that's Jeff's fault. Jeff decided that he wanted to make certain players the star. Remember he saying how Angel should do more? What do you want her to do? She been breaking records all year, and you said she got to do more. And you said it build character. I don't want them to build character because that you shouldn't put pressure on Angel to do every single thing. Yeah, she do suck on defense. Yes, but that you're not gonna get it with them. A winning culture, you're not gonna get it with the players you have because you have a whole bunch of mixed match players. A lot of these players that the Sky have, I mean, let's keep it real. Nobody is going to trade for. They might pick them up, maybe. A lot of these players the other teams don't want. I mean, it don't seem like it. Because there's no way that Jeff thought this team is going to help Angel, get to the playoffs or even be a championship contender. So, you think this team is a championship contending team? Or a team that could win a playoff series? I mean, I don't see this team winning a playoff series if they get to it. Yeah, but they don't treat her like that, big girl. They don't treat her like that because you don't pitch slop around a star. And only a person is her and Kamilla. Right. Oh, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Yeah, this what Angel should be saying. Hope I get it. Ah, hold on. Ah, I thought I had it. Hold on. Yeah, you maybe bring that. I'm gonna bring that up right quick. The Angel is so she wants to get out the mud. Let me see if they go on Twitter. Ah, hold on. Ah, I hate that. But she want to get out the mud, like you said. Hold on. Okay, let me share my screen. But you have to open your mouth. There you go. That's what Angel should be saying. Fair use. Yeah, they gonna have her crying with this thing on. She come out some Shayla. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Ah. Okay. Yeah, the Angel is gonna be like that if you keep this thing up with this dang on Kia Nurse and Rachel Bam Bam. I know she was like, what the hell? Yes, I understand what you said. Team chemistry. I don't want chemistry with this team. Nobody, right? Nobody, nobody want these players. These are not tradable pieces. And yes, you said chemistry, but nobody want these pieces. Rachel Banham is 32. That's not old with basketball years. Yeah, Nurse is 29, but she's she always going to be a decent role player, and she's not a player. These are not players you're gonna build a chemistry around. You need some dogs in there, and these are not dogs. And if they do bring them back, they have to come back as a discount, and they also have to come back with a different role. Because you promising them something that it's not worth them. It's not worth it. And I don't want them to build chemistry with this team. Let it go. Let them go. Yeah, I didn't like the draft. I like Ariel Atkins. I always wondered that hold on one second. I always wondered if they could have got Ariel Atkins without trading that number 3 pick. And who was gonna be that number 3 pick? Because you got Sifka. She haven't came over yet. They say she's a pretty good guard. You have like I said, some players that, like I said, you could have got Morrow. You could have got Breek Hall. You could have got there's so many players. Harmony Turner, Deja Kelly. If you need some point guard play, but Jeff don't know what he's doing, and he's trying to hide it by getting these veterans, but you're getting the wrong veterans. These players are only way out the door. The only way out the door. We don't know if Kia Nurse, besides the Sky, is she gonna be in the WNBA. You know, the talent that's coming in the next few years, they might be pushed out. Right. And like I said, Mo Jeff, somebody said Mo Jeff contract is ending at the end of the season, which is a good thing. Yes, in that contract. I'll be happy with what they do. Yeah. Well, they trying to make a playoff push. I'm not saying rebuild in the middle of the season. What I'm saying is they still need a point guard. For some reason, I don't know what's going on. You know, they said that Tyler March was a developmental coach, and you're not developing HBL. And she's too small to play the two. And they need a point guard because even Ariel Atkins will say that she don't want to play the point. So you need that too. I mean, you need that point. So I'm not saying build a new team, but you have to bring in some players right now. And then a lot of these players you bring in, you only get them for a few months, and you might find a diamond in the rough, but you never know. But you holding on to Rachel Bannums and I mean Kia Nurses and Mo Jeff. You can't find that diamond in the rough because you're holding on to the wrong player. Oh, I understand. I do that too. We're trying to type in. Yeah, but I understand that. But unfortunately, if you're not trying to draft a lot of these rookies, then the free agents you bring in have to be value free agents. Ariel's pretty decent. I didn't like Sloot. So you have to bring in some players that's you want to make the playoffs, and they have to match Angel's intensity. Yeah, but she's too. Hey, William, how you doing? She's too small. She has to learn how to play the point, and she has to take the ball to the hole like she did at TCU. I know it's TCU, but she did play with a bigger player like Sedona Prince, and how they was using her, Sedona, in the offense. That's what the Sky has to do. She has to play the one. She cannot play the two. She's gonna get crushed. She's too small. Yeah, but you're not gonna build chemistry with this. But you're not gonna build chemistry with this. So what you're saying, big girl, is they have to build chemistry, but I don't want them to keep this team. So you build chemistry, and you have a bunch of role players playing with Angel, Reese, Kamilla. I don't want them to build chemistry with that. They could keep that. He wasn't because he's slow. These are the rookies are a lot. Yeah, but we don't have no choice. Jeff put together the team, and Coach Marshmallow decided that he wasn't gonna open his mouth. There's no way he thought that the players he brung in and Vandersloot, he thought this was a good idea. Not what they was trying to offer Vandersloot, because she was making demands. If you don't get Ariel Atkins, I'm not coming. Well, bye. Bye. And they have no. You say these rookies, yeah. Unfortunately, our rookies are not better than the best we have. You're not playing Maddie. You're not playing HBL. And then when she get in there, HBL confidence look. She don't have no confidence. I understand what you're saying about the season, but it seems like they're still trying to march towards the playoffs. And that's kind of scary because I don't want people to get the wrong impression that this team is a team of the future. I think Angel was talking about her and Kamilla. I hope she said we got the best young core, because their core is not that young. You know, we look at the ages of the players. I hope she was talking about her and Kamilla, and that's no disrespect to her teammates, but no, yeah, I don't want that. But I'm very excited about the Sky winning. I'm just happy to see that Kamilla and especially Angel is proving them wrong after what no, saying that they want her to play at 2 HBL. But she's not a 2 to me, because she's too small. And a lot of these 2s are big and they crush her. You know, they'll post her up, she be posted up all the whole game. Yeah, they would think that, I guess. But you know, I'm very happy that Kamilla. I mean, I keep saying Kamilla too, but I'm happy to see Angel uh, doing her thing. She just got the cover of 2K, and she proving her wrong. And they all backpedaling and saying that, oh, we knew that Angel was pretty good, and now they want to be on the Angel Reese bandwagon. And she just keep breaking records, keep doing her double thing, and I'm just happy for her. So she gonna continue to do what she do. But the Sky, you know, no, I'm not saying I want the whole team. It's certain players I don't want on the team anymore. Like I said, Moja, you keep her, but if you're making a playoff push, Kia Nurse had to be swapped out for somebody because you have to have a bench. She's not playing defense. Her shot not falling consistently, and I don't like her. I don't like her with this team. And I understand what you're saying. You just have to move forward with the players they have. So they just like the Aces and other teams that's bound for the playoffs. It's gonna be up and down. It's gonna be very frustrating. Like one game they can look good, and the next game they can look real bad. Especially Arrow Atkins. Some games she looked real good. Like today she had 27 points. And other games she disappeared. You're like, where's Arrow? Like sometimes she play like a bat, and sometimes she don't. Like she's dribbling the ball off her leg, and so we need a steady presence. We need some dogs on this team. And if they really are making a push, which I think they are, they have to bring some players in and swap some players out. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah. But you know, I'm gonna get off of here, and I thank everybody for coming. I just want to do a quick live. I'm just happy that the Sky won and Angel and Kamilla prove that they are the best duo, and maybe that will draw some other players to come in, even though Jeff is still there. And the facilities are coming, and I understand that a lot of players are concerned about that. So they have a bright future, and they prove that they are the best, and there's no stopping both of them. And so if they could just get some players around them, some other dogs, and not pound puppies, they'd be okay. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming in and giving their input, and just do a quick live. So this is Miss D for 6 Million Sports. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please share if you can. And I'm out.